بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum to all my classmates and our lovely lecturer. Today our group will present about our project entitled The Implementation of 3R Practice on Campus. People's concern towards environmental sustainability is decreasing. It is proved by a large amount of waste that is not handled properly. So the background of the project are to increase students' environmental awareness through waste management, training according to 3R principles. This project also was conducted based on the question posed to the respondents. Furthermore, the project posed questions to the respondents to get feedback on the importance of 3R practice. We also record suggestions from respondents for advancing 3R practice in universities or campus. The data were collected using a questionnaire, observation, and documentation. Next is about the definition of 3R. Firstly, it's reduce. It refers to the reduction of the quantity of waste generated at source by reducing the amount of product and the type of product used. It also refers to the reduction of the use of nature resource. This means we need to pay attention to the items that are bought, produced, and discarded. Secondly, it's reuse. It refers to the repeat reuse of goods, and in doing so, the generation of waste and its disposal can be reduced. And lastly, it's recycle. The word refers to do again. The cycle refers to round. Thus, recycle refers to putting something in a cycle. For example, plastic, paper, and glass can be recycled. Next is about objective project. Our objectives are to study the 3R program on campus, to identify the challenge to implement 3R on campus, and to propose an effective solution to the 3R issue on campus. That's all from me. Now we will listen to the further explanation from Anas Bukhari.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And hi everyone, my name is Anas Bukhari bin Muhammad Suhaimi. My metric number is 2118447 and I am from group 7. Inshallah, in this video I would like to share with you the significance of our project, which is the implementation of 3R practices on campus. There are 3 significances of this project. Firstly, this 3R practices implementation project is important to spread awareness regarding the benefits of 3R practices among students and staff at the campus. Here, it is an opportunity for those who do not have a clear idea regarding the usage of recycle bin to identify the color of recycle bin together with its function, as the blue bin is for papers, the orange bin is for plastic and aluminium, while the brown bin is for glass. Secondly, the implementation of 3R practices is important to help the authority to manage the waste efficiently. Most of us know that the increase of waste generated in Malaysia happened due to a lack of recycling rate. Therefore, we should take a step to prevent this waste management problem by starting to recycle waste, as the higher recycling rate will decrease the amount of waste generated per day. Lastly, the implementation of 3R practices is important to create a clean and neat surrounding which is free from any pollution. For example, air pollution occurs due to open burning, which is usually carried out in rural areas where burning waste is the second option to dispose of the waste instead of recycling the waste. By practicing 3R in our life, we are still able to dispose of the waste, but at the same time, we are able to avoid open burning, which can lead to air pollution. That's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inshallah, right now I will explain to you about issue and challenge. So for the first issue is food waste mixed with dry garbage. As we know, there are now many recycling bins. Each color of the recycling bin represent a different recyclable material. This can cultivate university students to dispose according to the criteria set by the bins. This awareness is important so that university students can achieve a zero waste. However, majority of university students unaware of these recycling bins, and they dispose of rubbish not according to the prescribed type of rubbish. This result in there being a lot of mixed garbage. So the challenge is dealing with an unpleasant odor. When garbage is mixed, the air will be filled with a bad smell. Thus, the air in the campus will not be fresh, and we as the university students and lecturers have to deal with an unpleasant odor and will be exposed to an unhealthy environment. Okay, so for the second issue is lack of public participation. Public participation in 3R programs are always challenged by the public's poor level of knowledge, by their reluctance to participate, as well as by the lack of an organized platforms. University students often don't care about these 3Rs because they think that cleanliness on this campus is a responsibility of the cleaners. So the challenge is the cleaning activities could not be carried out smoothly because of the little participation. Okay, so for the third issue is inefficient enforcement. Strict enforcement must be taken by all relevant agencies to protect the environment in our campus. This follows the disclosure of various issues related to several pollutions incidents that occurred in our country. So for the challenge is pollution is becoming more prevalent. The poor air quality will have a negative impact on one's health. This also can lead to allergies, asthma attacks, and other diseases. The SDG that related to this issue and challenge is good health and well-being, while Maqasid Syariah that related to this issue and challenge is Hifz an-Nafs, which means protection of life.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imam Fahmi, Miss Nazamrin, metric number 2118107. And now I'm gonna present the recommendation to all issues stated by Bro Isaac. First and foremost, the issues food waste mixed with dry garbage. Regarding about food waste mixed with dry garbage issue, which will present order to the surrounding, we suggest the authorities, which is IIM management, to enforce new law to separate waste. As for now, no any rules or laws provided by IIM management to promote 3R practice on campus, which made us believe that because of no restriction or strict order from management, that made students feel comfortable to keep doing what they do, which is didn't separate the food waste from dry garbage. Examples of new laws such as compound restriction to use facilities on campus, or maybe do community service. Louis D. Brandeis once said, if we desire respect for the law, we must first make the law respectable. As for the second issues, which is lack of public participation, for this issue head cost cleaning activities could not be carried out smoothly, and we believe that by creating a reward center for those who participate in 3Rs will raise up the student enthusiasm in joining and participating in 3R campaign. This is because mostly one will be unmotivated, lazy, or show ignorance at some extra work that they need to do or are related to them, unless they will get reward or benefit from it. The reward can be such as applicant for reducing or cancel out summon, get a free ride in campus from a transporter, or free food coupon, or anything beneficial to student in campus. Therefore, we are very certain that by making reward center for 3Rs participant will adjust the crowd attention or participation. As for the last issue, which is inefficient enforcement, which makes pollution is becoming more prevalent, we suggest to reinforcing or improve the rules and goals. Almost the 3Rs campaign in campus is somehow likely neglected, as the only part left in the campaign is the students' self-awareness. Therefore, we are suggesting to reinforce and improve the campaign to enhance public awareness and enthusiasm in joining 3R campaign.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Haq bin Muhammad Nasr. I will continue this session with analysis report from our survey. Let's continue to our chart 1.0. From this chart, we can see that almost 90% of those who participated in this survey agreed that 3R practice should be carried out on campus. Through this survey as well, we can identify the level of awareness of students about this 3R practice. And there are also a handful of students who still lack understanding of what the significance of this practice. In addition, let's continue to our chart 1.1. Based on the chart, the idea of running a program such as a giving reward to anyone who participates in this 3R practice gets absolute approval. With a system or program like this, it will be more attractive to campus residents from among students and staff. Not forgetting the public who see these 3R practice activities carried out as soon as it has a positive impact on the environment. From this question for chart 1.1, also it will reinforces the effectiveness of the recommendation proposed by us to solve the problem. This problem cleaning activities could not be carried out smoothly. What we can see at chart 1.2, the chart shows a series of questions that test on their knowledge for how to solve the problems related to 3R practice. Besides that, the chart shows an average of 90% of respondents answered with the correct answer. Let's see one by one. For the final chart, which is 1.3, this question aims to identify the understanding and awareness of the significance of 3R practice among campus residents. Therefore, this study was conducted to some extent reduce global problems, such as clogged drains due to irregular waste disposal, or pollution of rivers and seas due to unscheduled dumping of toxic waste from factories. Although there are a small handful who still do not fully understand about it. But A little bit of the survey will open the eyes of respondents about its importance. Among the questions posed in our survey that displayed on the appendix page, that is from me, we will continue our video presentation with Bro Firhat for the conclusion. Thank you.
So the conclusion of this assignment, this earth will always be our home. We, the inhabitants of this world, are one big community and need to work together to solve the problem of this field, garbage world. We as individuals can make change. And the first step to make change is to be aware. By reducing or wasting, reusing is a product and recycle is garbage, we can make the world healthier for all. Think about nature, reduce, reuse and recycle. It's in our hands to ensure a better future for our generation and leave the world as it was before we arrived. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.